Today we will see Class 12 Geography, Unit 2, Chapter 4, Human Settlements. Human settlement means cluster of dwellings of any type or size where human beings live. For this purpose, people may erect houses and other structures and command some area or territory as their economic support base. Thus, the process of settlement inherently involves grouping of people and appropriating of territory as their resource base. Settlements vary in size and type. They range from a hamlet to metropolitan cities. With size, the economic character and social structure of settlements changes, and so do its ecology and technology. Settlements could be small and spatially spaced. They may also be large and closely spaced. The sparsely located small settlements are called villages, specializing in agriculture or other primary activities. On the other hand, there are fewer but larger settlements which are termed as urban settlements, specializing in secondary and tertiary activities. The basic difference between rural and urban settlements are as follows. The rural settlements derive their life support or basic economic needs from land-based primary economic activities, whereas urban settlements depend on processing of raw materials and manufacturing of finished goods on one hand and a variety of services on the other. Cities act as nodes of economic growth, provide goods and services not only to urban dwellers but also to the people of rural settlements in their hinterlands in return for food and raw materials. This functional relationship between the urban and the rural settlements takes place through the transport and communication network. Rural and urban settlements differ in terms of social relationship, attitudes and outlook. Rural people are less mobile and therefore social relations among them are intimate. In urban areas, on the other hand, the way of life is complex and fast and social relations are formal. Types of rural settlement. Types of rural settlement are determined by the extent of the built-up area and inter-house distance. In India, compact or clustered villages of a few hundreds houses is a rather universal feature, particularly in the northern plains. However, there are several areas which have other forms of rural settlements. There are various factors and conditions responsible for having different types of rural settlements in India. These include 1. Physical features, nature of terrain, altitudes, climate and availability of water. 2. Culture and ethnic factors, social structure, caste and religion. 3. Security factors, defense against the theft and robberies. Rural settlements in India can broadly be put into 4 types: clustered, accumulated or nucleated, semi-clustered or fragmented, hamleted and dispersed or isolated. Clustered settlements. The clustered rural settlement is a compact or closely built up areas of houses. In this type of village, the general living area is distinct and separated from the surrounding farms, barns, and poisters. The closely built up area and its intervening streets present some recognizable pattern or geometric shape such as rectangular, radical, linear, etc. Such settlements are generally found in fertile alluvial plains and in the northeastern states. Sometimes people live in compact villages for security or defense reasons, such as in the Bundelkhand region of central India and in Nagaland. In Rajasthan, scarcity of water has necessitated compact settlement for minimum utilization of available water resources. Semi-clustered settlements. Semi-clustered or fragmented settlements may result from tendency of clustering in a restricted area of dispersed settlement. More often, such a pattern may also result from segregation or fragmentation of a large compact village. In this case, one or more sections of the village society choose or is forced to live a little away from the main clustered or village. In such cases, generally the land owning and dominant community occupies the central part of the small village, whereas the people of lower strata of society and menial workers settle on the outer flanks of the village. Such settlements are widespread in Gujarat plain and some parts of Rajasthan. Hamleted settlement. Sometimes settlement is fragmented into several units physically separated from each other, bearing a common name. These units are locally called Panana, Para, Pali, Nogla, Dani, etc. in various parts of the country. This segmentation of a large village is often motivated by social and ethnic factors. Such villages are more frequently found in the middle and lower Ganga plain, Chhattisgarh and lower valleys of the Himalayas. Dispersed settlements. Dispersed or isolated settlement pattern in India appears in the form of isolated huts or homes of a few huts in remote jungles or on small hills with farms or poisters on the slopes. Extremely dispersance of settlement is often caused by extremely fragmented nature of the terrain and land resource base of habitable areas. Many areas of Meghalaya, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Kerala have this type of settlement. Urban settlements. Unlike urban settlements are generally compact and larger in size. They are engaged in a variety of non-agricultural, economic and administrative functions. As mentioned earlier, cities are functionally linked to rural areas around them. Thus, exchange of goods and services is performed sometimes directly and sometimes through a series of market towns and cities. Thus, cities are connected directly as well as indirectly with the villages and also with each other. You can see the definitions of towns in chapter 10 of the book Fundamentals of Human Geography. Evaluation of towns in India. Town flourished since prehistoric times in India. Even at the time of Indus Valley civilization, towns like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were in existence. The following period has witnessed evolution of towns. It continued with periodic ups and downs until the arrival of Europeans in India in the 18th century. On the basis of the evolution in different periods, Indian towns may be classified as ancient towns, medieval towns, and modern towns. Ancient towns. There are a number of towns in India having historical background spanning over 2000 years. Most of them developed as religious and cultural centers. Varanasi is one of the important towns among these. Prayag, Allahabad, Padaliputra, Patna, Madurai are some other examples of ancient towns in the country. Medieval towns. About 100 of existing towns have their roots in the medieval period. Most of them developed as the headquarters of principalities and kingdoms. These are 4 towns which came up on the ruins of ancient towns. Important among them are Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Lucknow, Agra, and Nagpur. Modern towns. The British and other Europeans have developed a number of towns in India, starting their foothold on coastal locations. They first developed some trading ports such as Surat, Daman, Goa, Pondicherry, etc. The British later consolidated the hold around 3 principal nodes: Mumbai, Bombay, Chennai, Madras, and Calcutta, and built them in the British trade, rapidly extending their domination either directly or through the control over princely states. They established their administrative centers, hill towns, as summer resorts, and added new civil, administrative, and military areas to them. Towns based on modern industries also evolved after 1815. Jamshedpur can be cited as an example. After independence, a large number of towns have been developed as administrative headquarters. Example: Chandigarh, Bhubaneswar, Gandhinagar, Dispur, etc. and industrial centers such as Durgapur, Bhilai, Sindri, Baroni, and some old towns also developed as satellite towns around the metropolitan cities such as Ghaziabad, Rohtak, Gurugram, around Delhi. With increasing investment in rural areas, a large number of medium and small towns have developed all over the country. Urbanization in India. The level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population to total population. The level of urbanization in India in 2011 was 31.16%, which is quite low in comparison to developed countries. Total urban population has increased 11-fold during the 12th century. Enlargement of urban centers and emergence of new towns have played a significant role in the growth of the urban population and urbanization in the country. Table 4.1. But the growth rate of urbanization has slowed down during last 2 decades. Classification of towns on the basis of population size. Census of India classifies urban centers into 6 classes as presented in table 4.2. Urban center with a population of more than 1 lakh is called a city or class 1 town. Cities accommodating population size between 1 to 5 million are called metropolitan cities, and more than 5 million are megacities. Majority of metropolitan and megacities are urban agglomerations. An urban agglomeration may consist of any one of the following 3 combinations. 1. a town and its adjoining urban outgrowth. 2. Two or more contiguous towns with or without their outgrowths. And third, a city and one or more adjoining towns with their outgrowth together forming a contiguous spread. It is evident from table 4.2 that more than 60% of urban population in India lives in class 1 towns. Out of 468 cities, 53 cities, urban agglomerations or metropolitan cities. 6 of them are megacities with a population over 5 million each. More than one-fifth, 21.0% of urban population lives in these megacities. Among them, Greater Mumbai is the largest agglomeration with 18.4 million people. Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bengaluru and Hyderabad are other megacities in the country. Functional classification of towns. Apart from their role as central or nodal places, many towns and cities perform specialized services. Some towns and cities specialize in certain functions and they are known for some specific activities, products or services. However, each town performs a number of functions on the basis of dominant or specialized function. Indian cities and towns can be broadly classified as follows. Administrative towns and cities. Towns supporting administrative headquarters of higher order or administrative towns such as Chhattisgarh, New Delhi, Bhopal, Shillong, Guwahati, Imphal, Srinagar, Gandhinagar, Jaipur, Chennai, etc. Industrial towns. Industries constitute a prime motive force of these cities such as Mumbai, Salem, Coimbatore, Modinagar, Jamshedpur, Hooghly, Bhilai, etc. Transport cities. They may be ports primarily engaged in export and import activities such as Gandala, Kochi, Kozhikode, Visakhapatnam, etc. or hubs of the inland transport such as Agra, Dhulia, Meghalsarai, Itarsari, Itarsi, Katni, etc. Commercial towns. Towns and cities specializing in trade and commerce are kept in this class. Kolkata, Saharanpur, Satna, etc. are some examples. Mining towns. These towns have developed in mineral-rich areas such as Raniganj, Jharia, Digboi, Angaleshwar, Shingrali, etc. Garrison cantonment towns. These towns emerged as the garrison towns such as Ambla, Jalandhar, Mhow, Wabina, Udhampur, etc. Here they give in figure 4.1 clustered settlements in the northeastern state. Here in figure 4.2 semi-clustered settlements. In figure 4.3 dispersed settlements in Nagaland. Figure 4.2 a view of the modern city. Table 4.1 India trends of urbanization in 1901 to 2011. Year, number of towns, urban population in thousands, percent of total population, decimal growth in percent. 2019-1, number of towns 1827, urban population 25,851.9, 10.84%. Decennial growth nil. 1911, number of towns 1815, 25,941.6 urban population, 10.29%, 0.35 growth. 1921, 1,949 towns, 28,086.2 thousand populations, 11.18% total population, 8.27 decimal growth. 1931, 2,072 number of towns, 33,456 population, 11.99%, 19.12% growth. 1941, 2,250 towns, 44,153.3 urban population, 13.86%, 31.97% growth. 1951, 2,843, 62,443.7, 17% to 89, 41.42% growth. 1961, 2,365, 78,936.6, 17.97%, 26.4% growth. 1971, 2,590, 1 lakh 9,114, 19.91% growth, 38.23. 1981, 3,378, 1,59,463, 23.34%, 46.14% growth. 1991, 4,689, 2,17,611, 25.7%, 71%, 36.47% growth. 2001, 5,161, 2,85,355, 27.78%, 31.13% growth. 2011, 6,171, 3,77,000, 31.16%, 31.08% growth. Here they give in figure 4.1, 4.5 India distribution of urban population percent according to size class of urban center 2011. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Table 4.2 India class wise the number of town cities and their population 2011. Class population size, number of cities, total urban population in thousands, percent total of urban population 1 lakh and more, number of cities 468, 2,27,899, percent 60.45%. 2, 50,000 to 99,000 to 999, number of cities 474, 41,328, 10.96%. 3, 20,000 to 49,999, 1,373, 58,000, 174,000 total urban population, 15.43%. 4. 10,000 to 999. 1,683 cities, 31,866 population, urban population total, 8.45% total urban population. 5. 5,000 to 999, 9,999, 1,749 cities, 15,883, 4.21%. 6. Less than 5,000, 424 cities, 1,956 total population, 0.51%. Thank you. Sharing is caring. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe for more knowledge.